Now, a very warm welcome to Mary O'Donnell, who has joined us in studio, and she has brought Katie from CH as well, and we'll explain why Katie is here in a couple of minutes, and you're very welcome, Katie.
Thanks, Deirdre.
Mary, we're going to talk a little bit about facials this month. First of all, facials weren't around in our mothers' times.
No.
They didn't know what they were, or they didn't even know they needed them.
No.
Why do we need facials? And maybe explain to people, older people, what exactly a facial is.
Right, but I suppose that before, like I always remember growing up, like Irish women always went and got their hair done on a regular basis, and facials were not at all. I mean, even back before I opened up, I think there was only one other salon in Tralee, and it was more kind of for electrolysis and hair removal and things like that. And when I first started, people would come in for facials thinking it was makeup for a wedding, and I'd be in the middle of doing all my like hot towels and everything, and they go, "The wedding is 1 o'clock," and I would go, "Oh, you some makeup you wanted?" And I remember somebody had saying that Russian women were the opposite to Irish women. Russian women always went and had regular facials because they're harsh weather, whereas we didn't seem to go in for that as much. And then all of a sudden, in the last, say, 35 years, it's completely changed around, and facials have become absolutely huge. So for it's really like you'll never do what a facialist can do for you for that 1 hour, and you'll find out about your skin tone. You'll find out about what's going on in your skin. You'll find out tips and hints of all sorts of things to do with your skin. So it usually starts off with a double cleanse. So and usually a good analysis. So they would have all the equipment with them. And in my time, if like it started off, we used to have a magnifying light that you'd look into, and you'd see the skin. And now it's so much advanced. You can actually see deeper into the layers of the skin with pigmentation, rosacea, whatever's happening and what's coming up in the skin in the years to come, and then just to help to see what's happening. And then there's a lovely massage. I think it's one of my favourite parts after the exfoliation, and it gets all the circulation going in the skin, and you learn about how to firm the skin up, how to tighten the skin, how to put on your eye creams, how to put on all your creams as well as part of the facial, and then usually a mask at the end of it. And that would be your kind of your basic facial.
And how many times a year do we need a facial? I remember saying, maybe you said it to me at one point, that with each season.
Yes, yeah.
4 times a year.
So, I mean, from a salon point of view, I know like that both I'd say myself and Katie would say to people, you should come in every 4 to 6 weeks, but I feel people won't do that, and either for money-wise or time-wise. So I always say with the change of the seasons, if you can go to get it 4 in a year, you're aiming high. You're doing well.
Okay, and just to come to Katie. Katie, first of all, your surname is
O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan, and you're from Cremon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that from when we met before. Katie, I think facials have really advanced now.
They have.
Like a facial can not quite do what Botox does, but it's almost
more correction,
next
more correction
level.
and maintenance and things like that. So it's great to kind of come in for your consultation first, find out what your skin concerns are, why your skin is the way it is, and what your goals are, what you'd like to change about your skin, and from there then we can kind of come up with a plan that will say come up with a facial plan, and then move on to your peels. Kind of, you want to start someone off a little bit easier, starting them off kind of on basic products, and then move your way up, like Mary said, to kind of move to your course of treatments and things like that.
Okay.
Then, so.
And am I right in saying you're a facialist? Is that the...
Yeah, skin specialist and facialist. Yeah.
Skin specialist and facialist. And you've trained with Image?
I've trained with Image. I've trained with loads of brands over the past couple of years. So I've seen kind of spa brands, and then I've seen like advanced skincare brands. So I feel like I've kind of seen a lot of aspects of skincare over the last years.
Just in terms of who should have a facial, I mean, are we talking about starting with as a teenager, and even women up to my age and older? Should all of us be having them? Yeah,
they're very suitable for all ages, because we're kind of... What we try to do in CH and the Skin Clinic is we try to aim towards every age and every skin type and everything like that. So it really is good to start young, and because I remember myself, I think I started very young with skincare products and things like that. And thankfully my mum was good to start me off on good skincare, and then now I'm just addicted to skincare. Yeah. So I find it's very good to kind of keep that going as much as you can, and have a good skincare routine at home is the most important as well.
Yeah, and I know that with a lot of us here in Kerry, we're outdoorsy, we live by the coast, we love going to the beach and walking. A lot of us have skin damage, you know, that you can see under the kind of microscopic light that Mary described. Once that damage is done, is there no going back, or can you actually do something about it?
It depends how superficial that damage is or how deep it goes into the skin. Like Mary said, there's technology nowadays that you can see how deep the damage actually goes. So it all depends on that, and you can have your peels to kind of correct that, and then have your facials to maintain your correction process then.
Okay, well, actually, since you mentioned a peel, because I think I hear the word peel and
It's very scary.
It's a scary word,
It's a
and
scary
you think,
word.
what are they going to do to my face if I have it peeled?
Yeah.
Could you break it down for us? What exactly is it?
Basically, with image, there's enzyme peels and you have your chemical peels. So enzyme peels are a little less scary than your chemical peels, so that sounds very scary. So your enzyme peels basically kind of dissolve the glue that holds the dead skin cells together, and it's very superficial. So you're not actually physically peeling with an enzyme peel. So it's a nice kind of in between. If you're going from something from like a facial to a chemical peel, it's a nice in between to kind of get you to that chemical peel stage. And then you have your chemical peels, which are probably the most advanced facials you can get with image. So that's when your skin actually physically peels. Then it kind of has your like AHAs, like your alpha hydroxy acids, that kind of will kind of break down the skin cells in the skin and kind of actually peel the skin. So I know it sounds very scary, but
the results are
exactly.
amazing.
Your skin will be glowing.
Are you literally taking almost a layer of skin off your face to allow
Nearly,
for
without sounding scary.
Yeah. To allow for the fresher skin underneath
Exactly, to kind of
come
allow
out.
for the skin to rejuvenate and the collagen to kind of produce itself in the skin, because obviously as we get older the collagen process slows down and everything like that, so it's very important to keep up with those facials and things like that.
You'll find your products will work way better after a peel, because at the very surface of the skin, if you're putting on like your most expensive products, it'll actually just sit on your skin. So if all that dead skin is gone and it's left with that fresh baby skin, then your serums, your moisturisers, so you're getting better value for your buck then.
Exactly, kind of penetrates that bit deeper than when your skin's been treated and you have that treatment plan at home then to maintain all your work that you've done with facials.
And I think my own experience of facials is that you do get a lovely glow afterwards. It's like everything, as Mary said, sits better on your skin, foundation and everything. So, I suppose women are always the worst for looking after themselves and spending money on themselves, but it's an investment, isn't it?
It is, exactly.
To get
Definitely
yourself a facial every so often.
It is.
And it's such a lovely treat as well, like we were, because well-being and looking after yourself has become like it's a whole area in its own now.
It has,
and I think that's what we used to do years ago, and it has continued. A facial, you kind of don't feel as guilty about having a facial because you're doing something for your skin, but you're having that lovely relaxation as well at the same time.
It is. It's time for yourself. And Katie, Mary mentioned there about the hot towels and the steam, and sometimes that can be kind of hard. I know myself, I find that very hard to take on my face. It's like, ouch, why is that necessary? What does that do?
It basically kind of softens the skin and allows the products to work that little bit better. And if you're doing an exfoliation or anything like that, or if you're using like active ingredients, it basically allows those to work that little bit better. And it's kind of a little bit relaxing as well to have that heat in with the treatment.
Okay.
As well.
So if, let's say you have a big event coming up, let's say you're getting married, or you have something else coming up that you want to look your absolute best for, how far in advance should you start having your course of facials?
I would say a year to find out what is right for you, to obviously start your consultation, start your skin analysis, to find out what is right for you, get on the right treatment plan, and from there then you can kind of keep up that process, because they say a course of 6 with image, but after that then you still have to kind of maintain that progress up until, say, for example, if someone was getting married, you could start a year before, and then do your course of treatments and do your little kind of maintenance facials then up until the wedding, just to maintain all that progress.
Yeah, and keep it going.
A lot of people will actually think, if I've got an occasion, that I'll come in the few days before, and I'm like, my recommendation would try to go in maybe 2 weeks before, in case your skin needs time to settle after a facial, so don't have it booked the day before that big occasion.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't leave it till the last minute.
Yeah, exactly.
We all do. And Katie, post-facial, what's the best recommendation? Because I suppose your skin will feel a bit tight and dry afterwards.
Definitely. So to hydrate as much as you can and wear your SPF, because a lot of facials nowadays have a lot of active ingredients in it, so they kind of sensitise your skin that little bit more. So it's so important to wear the SPF after a facial, just so you're making sure that you're not doing more damage to your skin itself and you're not drying it out any more than it was before.
Than it was before, yeah. And image, I know it's specifically image cosmetics facials that you do. Why image? Why are they hitting the market for older women, or are they for women of all ages?
Well, the background of image itself, it's brought by a doctor and a beauty therapist, and she had problems with rosacea herself, so I think she kind of found that there was nothing for rosacea at the time, so she kind of started with the Vital C range, and then she moved up kind of onto the more cosmeceutical side of it then, and she kind of broadened her horizons with all of her lines, and there's literally something for everyone. So there's something for teenagers and there's something right up to older women then.
And she's such an ad for the skincare. She looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah. The woman who founded it. Yeah.
Yeah, her skin, her hair, everything. She's just completely glowing. She's a huge, her own brand ambassador for her products.
So I get questions all the time. Mary and I get questions all the time from women who say, look, I'm at a certain age, I have the wrinkles, my skin looks a bit dull, but I do not want to go down the road of Botox or needles or anything. I know facials probably can't kind of give you the same results as Botox, but they can make a big difference.
Yeah, they can prevent further, stress to the skin.
Yeah. And
So-
that's why they're a good idea.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mary, a load of people wondering, and we got this question month after month, people wondering what happened to the beauty salon in CH.
My God, it was our
It's
most
back.
Our most asked question. People were absolutely devastated. I think however bad COVID was, some people found the beauty salon in CH gotten worse. Because it was a place, you're used to going to a place to have your treatments done, and all of a sudden it was gone. And I think they just so many people will be hearing this for the first time, that it's open again.
back, yeah.
And it's not officially opened yet. It's Saturday, is it?
So we opened actually unofficially last week. And
But you're having an open day.
you were having a launch day on the 27th of October then.
Yeah.
To have just a little celebration that we're back,
back.
open. Yeah.
It's back, and it's called the Skin Clinic now.
The skin clinic at CH. Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
super. The place to go for a good facial.
Exactly.
And we all need one. Katie, thank you for popping in.
Thanks for having
Lovely
me.
to speak to you again. And Mary is going to stay with us. We're going to let Katie go back to work, but Mary's going to stay with us and talk more beauty to us and tell us about all the lovely new products on the market. But first, though, we'll take a break. Now, Mary, before we come to finding out about the new products that are on the market, a couple of questions that have come in for you. A listener wants to know if the new laser that can be got in CH is suitable for fair hair. What's this about a new laser, by the way?
So this is a home hair removal system. So like people would know that, you go to clinics to have hair removal done. And my own kind of feeling in it is that the darker your hair, the better the results.
Okay.
And I think the technology has always been that. And I think that maybe with fairer hair, it's harder to get results. I think you would be doing it much longer. So the kind of general rule with lasers is the darker your hair, the better you'll get on. Like, one thing I always remember is that the worst skin hair type is red hair to get rid of because of the pigment. So you really, with the lasers, you need the more pigment to actually kill it from coming back out. And if there is no pigment, it's harder to do.
Okay, very good. Listener says, would Mary recommend anything for itchy, flaky scalp?
Do you know what I have had? There's a fabulous range, and it's citrine, and they do a gorgeous one for scalp as well. And it's I've been using the one, they have psoriasis, eczema type, that that real itchy thing, but they actually have one for your scalp as well that you can use on, and it's the citrine range, and it's a pharmaceutical brand.
CET, isn't it?
CITRINE.
CITRINE. Citrine.
Yeah.
You don't have it there, no?
Yeah, no, I have the one for psoriasis.
Okay,
And
that's
that's
called...
but this is Cerato 10, but and this is for kind of like scaly skin. But I know people can have used this on their scalp as well.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Cerato.
Yeah.
Okay, so SORATO.
by Citrine.
By Citrine. I'm spelling this out because people ring always after the show and they want to know how to spell it, and I haven't a clue. So Sorato, and is that available
in CH?
In CH,
yeah.
Okay. Listener this is from Carol. She's going to a wedding this Friday, and she's wondering, is there any way she could prepare her face beforehand, like a face mask or anything?
So like
a lift,
like a nice gentle exfoliation, and this just ties into what I was talking about. Like this is microdabrasion. That would be like a really good exfoliation treatment for your skin, but possibly too soon if your occasion is coming up this week. But you could do an at home one. This is new from Trilogy. It's a microdabrasion for at home, and what you do is you apply it onto your face, leave it on 3 minutes, and you activate. It's like nearly a kind of an exfoliation going on to the skin. But vitamin C is all about brightening the skin, so it's a lovely, easy treatment that you could do at home to get your skin a little bit brighter, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So this is Trilogy.
And what's it called? Trilogy what?
It's vitamin C microdabrasion.
Vitamin C
microdabrasion.
Okay, so put it on for 3 minutes,
and then you can just start working into the skin where you're actually exfoliating it, and it just removes all the dead skin. But the vitamin C in it then will give you that lovely brightening. And now there's a night cream in it, and there's the microdabrasion. So you could use your microdabrasion, vitamin C and Trilogy first, and then put on your night cream afterwards, and you'll be fabulous by the next day.
And Carol will be the belle of the ball.
Yeah.
And should she do that the day before the wedding?
Or I would do it. I kind of maybe started this week. I'd nearly do it.
The wedding's Friday.
Yeah,
so.
I'd nearly do it tomorrow evening.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Get cracking, Carol. Get cracking. Caller wants to know, is the Yonka brand available in CH?
It is indeed, and I'm a huge
fan of Yonka.
Huge fan. They have a special code, one that is just, it has your serum and your moisturizer, and it is there, like it's something code, and that is my favourite. I have no idea what the first part of the code is, but it's code.
Code, okay. Now, one more before I come back to you about new products, and this is a great question. Caller in the 50 plus age group. A woman after my own heart.
And my own.
She wants to know, is the Charlotte Tilbury Foundation worth the money, or are there cheaper products on the market that are of similar high quality? Charlotte Tilbury is everywhere.
It's lately. Everywhere, yeah. I know, huge marketing campaign about it. I suppose that I like to be able to talk about products that I have tried and used and give my own personal feedback for them. And I love the eye makeups. I love her lipsticks. So there's so many things that I actually love about it. But the foundation and I don't agree. I have lovely rosy cheeks, and if whatever it does to my cheeks go poof with it. And I just cannot wear the foundation. But I do like other things in her range, and I have used other foundations that I would prefer.
And is the foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury Foundation, expensive? I gather that it is.
It is, yeah, very expensive.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say, I like the eye makeup palettes are well worth the money, because they have their pigment in them is really good and it lasts for ages. And I know people who love the moisturisers, who love all the creams, but for me, just that foundation, which is crazy hype, and I couldn't wait to try it. And no,
didn't do it for me. And I know as well that is it Lidl or Aldi do the dupes of Charlotte Tilbury colours and lipsticks and all that. So I've seen that on Instagram. I'm spending way too much time on Instagram and TikTok for a woman.
The dupes for something that for 50 quid you can now get them for a £5.
Yeah. I don't know, do I buy all that at the same time? I think you get what you pay for. Anyway, Mary, you've brought in a lovely array of stuff for us, for the people who are going to be watching this back on video. Can I just zone in on those lipsticks, because they look fabulous?
Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah. I have now, myself and these lipsticks are having a love match at the moment. The packaging is it not just amazing?
Who are they by?
It's Clarins.
Clarins?
Yeah. So you have all the different, but like when you put these, like just when they're back on, I'm a mad woman for packaging. Packaging works on me. They just look so good. They look really, really, and I know Clarins is very high end, but they just look even more expensive. From lasting and from colour wise, there's 56 shades in it. I do not have the 56 here, but the colours I've picked are kind of one of these shades would suit nearly everybody.
Oh, there's beautiful shades there,
and they last like there's no tomorrow on them. They're just really good for staying on, and I hate when lipstick feels that matte feeling really dry on your lips. I like to feel my lips feel okay, not like they're kind of grounded in together, and they just work for me. They stay on without being like in a nice way.
Okay. Now, what else have you brought in for us, Mary?
Oh, all right. This is my new love at the moment is this is from Nooks, and this is so they would be known for their oils and their like I suppose like they have the body lotions and the shower gels, but they really do serious skincare with serious technology behind it. So this is I had talked about this before, saying that I adore that it's the Super Serum 10. And when it goes on, it's the most unusual when it goes onto the skin. And it's gorgeous because it's golden, but there's little microbeads in it, the good micro ones that can just kind of go into the skin, not the ones that people, the ones for exfoliation. These are ones that actually absorb into your skin, and they have all your antioxidants, and it's just within seconds you can feel the glow in your skin. And I have loved the serum since it came out, but they brought out the eye serum to match the Super 10 serum. And it's like people would say, oh, I've got dark circles or I have puffiness in my eyes, and they would be the main kind of concerns, or like crow's feet around the eyes. The Super 10 does all of the above, but what I've noticed is dark circles, it's been amazing for dark circles. And 100% of women surveyed has felt the exact same, that their dark circles were like they could feel like a lovely lightness underneath the eye, which I haven't had before. And this is just out, and I've been using it now for the last 6 weeks, and I can
confirm that there's no sign of a dark circle under Mary O'Donnell's
I have no concealer on today.
Do you not?
No concealer on.
That's incredible. Now, and these lights are harsh.
Yeah.
Because we're videoing this segment, obviously. So, you
forgot my concealer this morning.
Yeah.
It wasn't in my makeup bag when I got in. Before I came down, I went, oh. But then I realised, God.
So that's Nooks.
Nooks, yeah, and it's the Super 10 eye serum. And yeah, I can say this guy I give him 10 out of 10.
Okay, brilliant. Now, we've a listener who wants to know, what would you recommend for rosy cheeks?
Right, okay, I do have something right here. I have something for everybody in the audience here. So this is the new stabilising cream by Dermalogica, and it is for redness. So if you can see, this is kind of, they're saying this is the person when she started using it, and that is her now. It is beautiful on the skin, and it really does help with the capillary walls, that when people have that kind of redness in the skin, you could be, even in a year, you could see the redness even travel a bit more down the skin, and over time it keeps going. So this one is actually going to help with to stop that happening, but also take that soreness and that redness out of the skin. And this is, like, men and women will find this amazing. Stabilising Repair Cream by Dermalogica.
Okay, now we don't have a lot of time left, Mary, but is there anything else you want to give a quick mention to?
Yes, I went to launch. I very rarely go to launches in Kerry, so when I get to launch in Kerry, I'm really delighted. So Ballingarry have a new lovely lady, Peggy Crowley, has this fabulous brand called Ground, and I was at their launch in Ballingarry, and Ballingarry, every product that they now stock in there is all Irish made. So Peggy comes from Cork, and it's everything got to do with wellness. It's like you have your oils, you have your creams, and you can have your actual treatment done in Ballingarry to match
Ballingarry.
Ballingarry.
If Padraig McGillicuddy was here now, he'd kill you.
Kill me. Would he kill me?
He would. Yeah.
So what am I? I've been saying it for years wrong. So
it's Ballingarry.
Right. So it's not Ballingarry.
No, Ballingarry is a place in County Limerick.
Oh.
The hotel out the road with the fabulous Naldor Spa is Ballingarry.
Oh, well, now do you learn something new every day?
I know, this is going to become like a Danny
moment now.
A Danny Tommy Hilfiger moment, isn't it? No, I just know this because we had Padraig McGillicuddy from Ballingarry on the show with us one time, and somebody else, and Padraig was right in to correct him. It's not Ballingarry.
Oh, well, I'm sorry
it's
now.
Ballingarry.
Sorry, I don't even know my own town.
There you go. Anyway, they have some lovely products.
They have the whole new section which I hadn't seen before. But this was they're the most beautiful products. So they have a whole section for cancer patients. They have a whole section for wellness, for menopause, for just whatever your skin ails from. They have everything is natural, and it's all ground. But well worth having a look in.
Ballingarry. Listener says, Mary, have you heard of Bloom Organics? And if so, would you recommend it for a person with sensitive skin? BLUAIM. Bloom.
Yes, I haven't tried it, and I have sensitive skin, and it worked for me, and really lovely products.
You have tried it?
I've tried it.
Bloom Organics.
And with this one, yes, has worked for me.
Okay. No perfume for me today, Mary.
No perfume for today, but I have this. This is lovely. This is, I'm really scared to say it now. Dr. Oshka. And this is, they have a body lotion, and they also have a shower gel to match this. But this, I'm in love with this at the moment now, so I'll pass this over. I had to smell it first before I give it to you.
Okay, I'm not letting you squirt hand cream on me again. Remember what happened the last time? We ended up on TikTok. This is hand cream, is it?
Well, it's your body lotion after your shower gel.
Oh, doctor. You can pronounce this. Dr. Hauschka. That's German, I presume.
Yes,
is it?
yeah.
German.
So they have this gorgeous. You have your body lotion first, or you have your shower gel first, and then you put this on, and it's really good as in moisturising the skin as well. But I have to tell you one thing that I found absolutely amazing since last time I've been into you. Have you heard of the Fabulous Pharmacist?
I have actually. Yeah.
Laura, darling, she's as mad as box frogs, but she's so good. She's good. Have you watched her on Instagram? Well, you'll have to watch her tonight on Instagram now. She's so funny, but she's really informative at the same time. So I have learned so much about everything from her. But she's brought out her own. These are the skin glow capsules, and now she had said I wouldn't see a difference for the first box of them. It would be on the second box, but I have really found a difference. It's all about getting the glow to your skin. Like you were talking about having facials, so if you're really cotton, can't get the facials, you can get it in the box.
Get a glow. Glow in the box. Okay, we've got to go. That Dr. Hauschka stuff smells amazing.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Beautiful, yeah. Mary, we let you go, but look, very informative today, and great to get Katie in
lovely.
as well.
And lovely that it's back.
Yeah, I'd love to see the skin clinic back at CH, and I think we all got great information there about facials. So thank you.
Thank you very much.